What the... Man, you pay for good seats. That's what they give you. Welcome to week 4 of the Porsche Cup series. We are at Jerez this weekend, which is a new track to me. I am the number 19 car and starting in position 14. Really high strength of field. This is a top split race again out of 2 or 3 splits. I can't remember exactly. But high strength of field, and it's 2879. Green. Made the same mistake I made at Interlagos, and the whole field passes me basically. Nice. Some carnage up ahead. I didn't exactly see what happened, and then the car in front of me had to take some brake drastically, which caused me to brake drastically as well, but not drastically enough because I slammed into him. But made up some positions actually in there, although my car might be a little damaged. I'm not sure yet. Past the pink car, he's still trying to collect himself. Got a great run on Neil here ahead. Really strong coming out of that corner. He did not defend. Came in a little bit on me, but I was able to make that pass work. Pretty intense first lap so far. So let me explain why I'm doing this differently. I have been racing in VR for the past couple months, and I figured out how to record the races live in VR instead of showing you the replay. However, haven't quite worked out the audio yet. So I did not record the sound for this. Oh, too wide. You can see he's got some damage. Let me by there. Essentially, it didn't look like he was really. It almost looks like he gave me the position. Now I've got Thomas Cope behind me. I see that he is the number 2 car, so he's got a much higher I rating than me. I'm not sure exactly why I defended there, but he went on the outside and still made the move stick. So no surprise there from the second highest ranking driver in the split. Somebody else made a mistake up there, which was nice. Got another position. And then unfortunately, I've got Patrick behind me, who is the number 3 car. So in that first lap carnage, I think some of the top guys had got caught up in there, but now they're making their positions back. Decided not to defend too hard on Patrick because it was only a matter of time. I'm just going to slow him and I down by defending that too hard. Long race to go. So yeah, I'm just doing commentary instead of audio because I have not quite figured that part out yet. Recorded my feet as well, so you can see my braking inputs and throttle inputs. So I don't know this track very well. This was my first time racing this track, actually. And so it was very difficult to get up to pace. I did practice a fair amount, but during the race, it was every race was kind of a struggle. But I was in the top split with every race that I participated, which made it tough. Those two guys, I just went too wide on that last turn. As you can see, I lost 2 whole positions, and that's really easy to do in that last corner, as you may see later. Got one of those positions back. But he's so fast, he already got that position back himself. So this is not the first race I did on Jerez. This is the, I think, 3rd of 4. I decided that I was going to do several races this week at this car with this car and track combo because I just was not very good at this track with this car. I felt like it was quite a struggle. I think it's just a tough combo. The maybe it was because of the heat settings or something, but the tires, it was really easy to lock up the tires. I mean, it's normally pretty easy, but it felt like it was easier than normal to lock up the tires on this car. And just the nature of the track, I think, is just a tough combo. Especially since in this car, if you really need a lot of downforce for some of these high speed corners, like this one and like the next one. Um, so it's really easy to overheat the tires, and then you're suffering for the next probably 10 seconds if you overheat them. So it does, it makes it tough when you just go just a little bit over the limits for the next few turns. Decided to fast forward a little bit. There's not a whole lot going on, but one of the things that is happening is that somebody behind me, Joao, was actually catching me, and you'll see him start to appear in my left driver's side mirror. So at this point, let's see, he is 4/10 of a second behind me. So he is uh, all up in my tailpipes. And he ended up pressuring me into making a mistake. And it's really easy to do that at that corner. You have to kind of slightly let off the throttle and turn in at just the right time. And it's really easy to get wrong. As you can see, that's exactly what I did on that in that turn. So fair enough, lost that position. In P15 at this point. But I know he and I are pretty similar on pace, so um, I decided to try to get this position back, and in fact, pressured him into making a mistake, and now I am right behind him. 8 out of 14 laps down, so still got some time to try to get that position back. So the plan now, just like he did with me, just stay up on me and try to pressure him into making a mistake. There was some turns that I was just slightly faster than him, but most of the turns on this track he was slightly faster than me. Like this turn in particular, he had a lot more dialed than I did. I'm not sure if I finished explaining why I did this car and track combo 4 times, but I found it really challenging, and I thought it would be a good way to get in some extra training with this car. And so I did this race, and I'm still pretty nervous at the start, so I wanted to just kind of uh, I can't remember what that's called. It's called like exposure therapy, and try to get used to just race starts and the first lap jitters and things like that. So I decided to do this race a few times since I had some time on the weekends. Even though it wasn't particularly my favorite car and track combo by any means, I thought it was a good track and car combo for training. Speeding it up a little bit, still staying with him. Neither one of us are really making mistakes, but driving pretty close to 100%, I think, for both of us. All right, last lap, white flag. See what we can do here. Definitely within a second of him. Seven tenths behind now. Same plan as before. Just try to pressure him into making a mistake. Went a little bit too wide on that corner entry there, trying to open up the corner. Got a 1x for that. He locks up. But unfortunately, great recovery. Wasn't able to get anything done that turn. Although I am right behind him, so he knows any mistake he makes could potentially cost him this position. He took a lot of grass on that turn, but made it work. Last corner. He goes too deep. He goes wide. I went too wide, unfortunately, too. I followed him into that line. I wasn't watching my line close enough. He was able to stay ahead. Joao got P14. I got P15. I was actually proud of that since I was the number 19 car. I'm pretty happy with the results, although I did regret making that mistake where he got past me in the first place. But here's the results. Antonis won the race with a average lap time of 140, gained 24 iRating. Man, his iRating is 7,100. That's crazy. One of the things I'm proud of here is that nobody with a lower iRating finished ahead of me. And that's like kind of a goal I always have. Lost iRating, lost safety rating with this race, but this track's new to me. This particular combo was pretty tough. So I'll take that. It was a fun battle with Joao. See y'all next week where we'll be at Circuit of the Americas.